Hello everyone. So welcome to the series of videos on uh, leased assets in Fusion Assets module of Oracle Financials. Uh, this is the second video of this series. So in the last video, we discussed till this point. So in the last video, we said that after entering all the financial information, click on the Generate Schedules button. So this will create the financial schedules here. The amount schedule what is created for the as per the details which we provided, the monetary details. So system calculated the liability as this, asset cost is like this. So this calculation system does on its own. Now many a times, at least I was thinking that how these amounts are calculated, and that is why I would like to highlight that for some time briefly, so that we should have clarity with it. So what we talked in the previous video, that these are the lease terms what we have. Initial payment is of 1,000, recurring payment is of 5,000. So if we, and the cost of capital what we said was 5%, if you remember the schedule what we entered in the lease agreement, right? So if we do a every period spread of the cash flow what is going to have, it will be something like this. We are going to start with 20,000 of payment, and every month we are going to pay 5,000 of amount to the vendor, right? So this is how it is going to happen for the next 60 months. We are, right the moment, we are at this time period, at the time period 0, where we have paid 20,000, and we are going to pay this rest of the amount every month. And as per the current situation right now, we assume that my cost of capital is going to remain constant of 5%. Now, at the end, we are going to pay, after 1 month, we are going to pay 5,000. And if my cost of capital is 5% per annum, that means interest rate is this much, right? 5% is divided by 12. So if I have to pay 5,000 rupees after a month, what is the present value? That is called net present value of that cash outflow at the moment. So if we refer the compound interest concept, as per that, it will be 5,000 divided by 1 plus the respective interest rate to the power respective number of period. So present value of the cash outflow of 5,000 after a month, present value of that today is, this. The amount which we are going to pay after 2 months, 5,000, its value today is this value. That's what I have done here. I have just put a formula. 5,000 divided by 1 plus the interest rate to the raised to the power the period. That is how we are calculating the present value of all the cash outflow, what we are going to have in future, right? All this, if we total all this, this comes to this amount which I have kept here. So this is the present value of total future cash outflow. That means my present liability of the future outflow is this amount. And that is what is shown here in the liability. The current liability, or rather I will say, the present value of the liability of the lease is this amount. It sounds logical as well, right? So this is the present value. Now let us think, what is the cost of the asset which I want to capitalize? I already paid this 20,000, and I'm going to pay this amount. So my cost of the asset is total of this two, which will be 284 some amount. That is here. So that is how these calculations are done. Okay. Now, after this, click on the submit button. Once we do that, the data will come into the mass edition, the standard mass edition interface. It is with the incomplete stage, because to create asset, we need to have few more details. So that's incomplete state. Do the edit. Once when we do the edit, we have to enter few things like depreciation account and all these things that we have to do. Change the queue to post. Click on save and close. The asset will move from incomplete to ready to post queue. Click on the I think post the asset. Now asset is posted, the leased asset is created. Now, so leased asset is created. Now just to show the further things, we can do the calculate. What is the next activity? Once leased asset is created, so next what we can do is that do the depreciation calculation and other things. So before we go to those things, let us go back to the Excel file to understand more about what can happen. So when we now asset cost is this. Now this asset cost is built up of two things. One, the asset liability, which is this amount, and second is this amount which I've already paid. So the way system will account is something like this. Asset cost debit, whatever I have already paid, that will be parked in lease clearing account, clearing. And whatever I'm supposed to pay in future, this one will be parked to the lease liability account. That is how the leased asset addition accounting will be created. Every month, now this is my asset cost. Every month we are going to run depreciation. So whatever depreciation method we follow, this is same as any other asset. So the asset will be depreciated over the period of time as per the depreciation method what we select for the leased asset. There's no difference in the depreciation calculation, and accounting treatment also remains same. So this cost we are going to spread over to the life of the asset what we have decided, and that will be accounted systematically in depreciation and depreciation reserve. No difference as far as these are concerned, as far as in the comparison with the any other asset is concerned. The different come is like this. Apart from this, what happens in the normal any asset, in case of leased asset, every month, additionally, these accounting need to be created. Now, what is this accounting? Let us check what is that. Now, see, in this one, asset cost will be cleared off systematically by this accounting over a period of time. It will be set off. Depreciation reserve will set off over a period to the asset cost. Lease clearing is already cleared because this is already paid. Lease liability, this we have to clear. This is a future liability. This we have to systematically recognize the expense, and we have to set it off systematically over a whatever applicable period of time is there. And how this is going to happen. Now let us see this section of the Excel file. So on the first month, I just said, initially the asset liability was this. This is the same amount. After a month, we are going to pay 5,000 to the vendor. Now this so this was the liability, my cost of capital is this. Since this was the liability and cost of capital is this, so that means there must have been some interest amount generated, right? This is the interest generated for this liability for 1 month. You can see the calculation. this into this is the simple interest calculation. The 5,000 what I'm going to pay, out of that 5,000, this part is for interest. Balance is for principal. That means once whatever payment of 5,000 we do, it has two components. One is the principal component, second is the interest component. The interest component is my expense, whereas the principal component is going to set off against my lease liability. That is how it can be systematically set off over a period of time. How we can check this? This is the opening liability for the first month. This is the expense, and this portion of the amount is coming from the lease liability. So the closing liability will be, since I'm paying, this amount is already paid off the lease liability through this payment. So my closing liability will be this minus this. Now this closing liability of first month will become opening liability for the second month. And in second month again, for this opening liability, we are going to calculate the interest component, which will be this into this, and rest will be the principal component. My balance liability will be this, means this minus this at the end of second, and this will become opening liability for the third. And this is how it will keep on happening. If we do this for the next 60 period, at end of the lease agreement, my lease liability will become 0. That is how this complete accounting entry gets set off, or it gets cleared off. So in totality, every month, apart from this accounting will take care of proration of the asset cost. This is already cleared off. Now to clear off this, to prorate this one, we have to create every month this set of accounting, so that my lease liability can be set off. What is this accounting? The interest will go to the lease interest account, which we configured at the asset category level. The principal part will set off the liability part. So debit interest, debit liability, credit cash. This is the overall accounting, but obviously when we do in system, the accounting will be a bit different, but that I will show. But conceptually, this is how accounting should happen. Let off accounting should happen in future. I hope this gives explanation. How the accounting are generated in this accounting is generated in system. We will cover that in next video. Thanks a lot for watching. Please do watch next video of this series. Thank you.